Hi, Cancer. Welcome to the Cancerian Connection 369. It is once again time to cater to Cancer. Time to cater to my Cancer. So, Cancer, I'm going to jump right in. Most of you already know that this is a station that is built for Cancerian energies. Those that resonate with Cancerian energies are welcomed here. Mars, Venus, Jupiter, whatever you have in your chart. Some of you have sun, moon, risings, Venus is running through the fourth house. You may also resonate with Cancerian energy, okay? So, Cancer. I think this is gonna be a love message, a love read, okay, for many of you. But remember, because it's energy, it could be a significant soulmate of any purpose, okay? So let's just jump right in, okay? So I broke the deck by the book and forgiveness, okay? I also wanted to say that any information you need on me, you can check the description box below. And if you are returning, thank you for being here. I love and appreciate all of you. And if you're new, welcome. Okay. So interestingly enough, breaking the deck right at the forgiveness card, I believe that we left off in the last read, that card showed up, okay? Okay. I'm gonna cut one more time and then we'll shuffle and cut, okay? Yeah, Cancer, it looks like there's a work here that's not finished for you. There is something, Cancer, that you're gonna see an increase in. This could be something, this is something that I feel, this is something I feel you thought was done and over. It's unfinished. And some of you may already have been aware that something was unfinished, okay? Like in your energy surrounding a person, surrounding a particular energy, some type of a decision to be made between you or another person. But I feel that you may be trying to figure out the right way to go about this. For some of you, it's left you at a stalemate, or someone is at a stalemate, but it's still keeping you at a stalemate in a way, or has kept you that way. Because it's this decision, there's a lot weighing on it, is what I'm hearing. So one of the things I feel Spirit wants you to focus on is doing it by the book. So don't get antsy. Okay, yeah, we have the Hierophant. And now, normally I see this Hierophant card as, a lot of different things when we're talking about Taurus energy, contracts, so on, so forth, a money house, right? But this time I'm just saying it by the book, okay? Because there's something here that's very orthodox. There's something here that's very covenant, okay? It's like it's holy. Okay, so I feel, Cancer, that you're being led to do something by the book, no matter how hard it may seem. You will have a beautiful outcome if you stay committed and dedicated to just doing things by the book. That is what's going to save you. Morals, ethics, empathy, compassion. I'm getting the fruits of the spirit here, okay? Now, it's almost an energy too of what would you want your children to do? What would you want your children to read about you later? Is what I'm getting here, okay? And that's going to be very important. There's something here with you with children and dogs where you are innocent. You haven't, and I'm not saying, Cancer, you've never done anything wrong, 444 of the time, but I don't think you've ever intentionally done anything wrong. Now, we have our days where we're just in our little energy and, we're just being our fun, flirtatious, charismatic selves, but I don't think that you've ever done anything intentionally to harm another person is what I'm getting here. And it's like spirit wants you to remain in that energy. Do not come outside the energy of a person that a dog and a child wouldn't F with. Okay, excuse my language, excuse my French, right? But you are a person that dogs and children love, and spirit wants you to remain that way because there's an innocence to your heart. Okay. Notice how this shawl is just showing me how this shawl is over her right side. This would be, I don't know what side it would be for you, but for me, it would be like fully facing you. It would be like my right side, right? So let's just say the right arm. This purple is giving me like love. She's covering something she could be taking action on. She's covering it in love because there's a lot of action you could be taking in a way that other people have taken certain actions towards you. Now, I'm really not wanting to go. I'm just hearing like this could go as deep as witchcraft, spell work, retaliation, verbal retaliation, you know, kind of doing something that you wouldn't normally do. Okay. It's like spirit is saying, no, don't stoop to the level of some of these people that, like, you may know people that have stooped to certain levels with you. This card is giving me so much. Spirit is saying, don't stoop to that level because it's something here with you being like provoked. Okay. And there's a deep knowing. Okay. I feel this deep knowing card is a lot of things. You deep inside, you know, there could be a significant, you know, masculine, feminine connection for you. Something happened or went down with it. It's like you're right. You don't have to do anything because what is for you is for you. And that Hierophant card is just telling me like your covenant is your covenant. Okay. All right. So we have this deep knowing. And then we have this sisterhood of the rose. Beauty, devotion, priestess, mystic, and teacher. Yeah. See, Cancer, this is that feminine energy coming through here again. That the feminine energy that we talked about in a previous reading that, you know, did not hold you, did not connect to you, did not celebrate you, could be trying to they could be overbearing, you know, controlling. But what I'm also getting with this is that notice how this woman in the middle, she is standing in the middle of a keyhole. Once again, Cancer, everything happens with a purpose, and you have a deep knowing that you are the key to something on a high spiritual level here for the feminine community. You are right. And this is why you don't act in the way that they act in. There are certain things that you cannot do. There are certain spiritual laws and codes that you already know not to do. It's like you're called to a higher path. And if some of you have done this, Spirit is saying, cleanse yourselves, free yourselves of the burdens of that. Even if it's something that you thought, like, you know, you could have had some thoughts towards a person, but I'm not really getting that. I feel like I'm speaking to Cancerians who check their own energy, like, no, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. And if you have this undying urge to remain just what people will probably talk about you and claim you're pious or, you know, overly holy, like, no, don't hurt a fly type energy, it's because you're different. Like your heart carries a different vibration. You are the key, again, once again, to this feminine element here. And I feel like it's a unified thing. I feel like there are many of us Cancerians here on this station. And one of the reasons that I'm saying that too is because I have been looking further into like Vedic and Western astrology, 9:33 on the time. I'm going to get to this card in a minute because this is very important, the play card, okay? But I have been looking into Vedic astrology and kind of, you know, lining it up to our Cancerian energy and how that would work with us. You know, so in Vedic astrology or sidereal, I think that's how you say it. We are the Geminis of that, of Vedic. Okay. So the Gemini arcana is the lovers. Once again, okay, 10-10 on the time. And if you think about what the lovers are, it is love. It's about love. It's about union. It's about unity. And Cancerian energy is the mother, but it's like the house of love. It is the heart chakra. It's the green and the pink. The I'm hearing fuchsia is also a color of ours, as well as purples, and I'm hearing something else that I can't call right now. Magenta, okay? And magenta is probably the most high vibrating color of our, our chakra, the heart chakra, okay? So Gemini and Cancer energy, I don't really think that they're separate, to be honest with you. And that would mean the Geminis here are technically Taurus, okay? And that's a whole other story. But I'm just going to focus on us. There is something with us that, with that chariot, the white and the black, the light and the dark, the two merging them together, that is very Geminian. That's very much the twins. It's the same energy. It's not separate. And there's something in mythology where the Gemini was kind of like the evil twin, or the twin that wanted to do the darker things or something like that. But I really didn't go all the way into it, but I will, for the sake of us. I will dig and I will come back with more excavated information, because I feel like we all should learn more about us. The more we learn about us, I feel the more we become empowered to handle and hone the energy that we actually sit in, okay? And how that works with the planet. But what I'm getting here is that Gemini and Cancer is the house of love, period. And once those energies are merged correctly, as they are supposed to be, it's all about union and unity. So everyone here resonating with this read, where there's a deep knowing, where you are called into a higher sisterhood to hold your sisters in a different way, no matter even how your sisters are holding you, then you are part of this tribe where we unite. There's a oneness to us that heals the feminine, that heals the divine feminine. And some of us, we think about this and we get emotional, and we're like, why am I crying, or why am I so moved when I think about the journey and what women have gone through? Why do I feel so connected? Why am I crying as if I am like responsible? And it's because you technically are. There is a deep knowing that this is something here to do with you. How we have been going about it, I think, is what Spirit wants to help us with, okay? So a lot of us have been going about it using our energy and our resources trying to save people. And I really think, Cancer, what I'm getting intuitively, and just from my own successes that I've experienced with experimenting with this theory, is that we are to play. And that's why this card is so important here. We are to play. We are to be the best version of ourselves. We are to wave that loud, freely, with discernment of, not oversharing and not over trusting people, of course, because there's jealousy and envy, as and we're not doing it in a braggadocious way. But it's in a way to be a beacon. We are to be a light. And if you think about Vesta, the asteroid, look into Vesta, because Vesta is like a light that is a flame, is an eternal flame. And notice I don't know if y'all saw that flicker with the candle over here when I said Vesta. But Vesta is a fire that's ever burning. It's the hearth, okay? And you don't touch that hearth. That fire is there to keep everyone warm. It is not to be touched. Okay. So I think because our energy is so, like, we can absorb so much in such dangerous ways, in such, enormous ways where we're way down now because we've absorbed everybody's pain and true empaths, right? The empowerment of the empath is that we overcome the narcissist that figures out that we're empaths, that figures out that a long time before we figure it out. And they use us and they abuse us. And what we're learning here is that I don't have to touch you to touch you. Okay? Now that's going to be huge for some of y'all because it changed and rocks my world. I do not have to touch you to touch you. Think about that. Your influence alone is powerful, Cancer. Okay? Some of us have gone in too far. Our boundaries and lines are too blurred and they're not clear enough and they're not safe enough for us not to do what it is we're here to do. And we're being used up by people in our direct, immediate vicinity and environment when what we have is supposed to be worldwide, like Candy said. Bitch, I'm worldwide. That's what you need to tell them next time. That's what you need to remember. Okay, men or women. I'm talking to my men. So my camera wanted to go out, but we don't stop, won't stop, can't stop. But yeah, Cancer, this energy is worldwide. This energy is not to be used up or abused by the feminine energies or the drainers within your community, within your immediate community that will take advantage of this, because most of them knew what you were long before you knew what you were. Okay. And a good sign to know if you're empath also is like, because it's as above, so below. So many of you are sponges, even in the physical. It's like you can be shown something one time and boom, like you know how to do it. You're like you can wear as many hats as you choose to. You can learn things so easily because you naturally are a sponge. You naturally are an empress. You can take a seed and manifest it. You can take a seed and turn it over. That's the power of the empress, okay? But this is to be used in a more sustainable way. If you think about the walk of Christ, I don't know how many of you are familiar with Christ's walk. Christ didn't do very many miracles where he was born and raised. And it's because the people, they were so common with him that they couldn't see him the way they needed to see him. And some of them didn't want to see him the way that he was to be seen. They were too familiar. They were too common. The commons were like, oh, I know his mom. I know his dad. I know his family. Oh, that's just, what do you mean? Like he's magical or he's, So it was like the respect, the condescending energy, the haters. I mean, it was a lot of different energies going on, but a lot of it was the lack of faith because these people lacked faith in themselves. So it was like, how could you be from where we're from and do what you're doing? We're not magical. We don't do that, And so it was like, he couldn't work very many miracles there. It's literally in the scripture. It says, and he didn't do very many miracles there. 2:11 is on the time now because I just started the time over. So let me read this to you guys. It says play. Excuse the door, y'all. It's my 4-year-old. She's being nosy. Speaking of play, so if you have children, if you can be around children that, you can be around comfortably, do that. If you can get out and just go to the park, feel the energy and let it resonate with you. Get out with your girls if you have that. Right now, you might not have that. I don't technically have that right now. And that's something that I'm being patient about. So if y'all can relate with that, be patient because your energy is changing, your vibration is raising, and you will call in the correct soul tribe, okay? And that's kind of what's going on with me personally right now. So this says play, have fun, celebrate, and don't be so serious. See, because a lot of us, we know what we're called to do and it feels heavy and it feels like, oh my God, it's so much. But really, this is the energy that you're only required to be in this energy in order for this to work. It's so much lighter than you know. Okay, and then we have mirror. Who or what is triggering you? Okay, now this is what we'll pull some tarot about really quick. Because I'm not really sure, but right behind that is us, the chariot move. Okay, so there could be someone here with the hangman right behind it. Number 12, there could be a Piscean here, but usually the hangman is about something being in plain sight. Okay, and usually this chariot, fourth house, could be a lover or it could be a mother. It could be another, your mother, somebody else's mother, or feminine energy. Okay, that could be triggering you. By the book, there's something here that's like could be triggering. The way people have dealt with you has not been so by the book or so fair, and this could have sent you into like a more serious energy than you're used to being in. There could be things with your body that could be triggering you right now. Okay, for some of you who's giving birth, I struggled with that too, like accepting my new body and what that looked like, and being able to love myself back to health after having cesareans twice, and it was a real struggle, and it's something that I'm really just getting to. Like, seriously, I have a 10-year gap between my children. I have a 15-year-old and a 4-year-old who's about to be 5. She's a Cancer too. She's a few days before me, so it's like I'm seeing myself in her, and that's changing me. So again, some of y'all, that could be happening. Let's get some cards on this mirroring here. May I have some cards for this mirroring for my Cancerians, and then we're gonna close this out. Okay, let's see. So we have the Page of Swords. So this could be social media, watching too much social media, looking at other people. By the book could also have something to do with like, doing something like a diet or a regimen, or just doing things the right way. Other people were kind of taking shortcuts. No offense to whoever is doing that, but it can have something to do with plastic surgery. It can have something to do with anything like that. Okay, so pay attention. You could be seeing Mean Girls, kind of winning or something like that. You could be seeing people that excluded you. You could be seeing them hanging out without you, because this is isolation, the 8 of Swords, okay? And there could be isolation that is, some of you could feel isolated. And there's been a waiting period. And this is what I was talking about, like waiting on your soul tribe, Cancer, because 627, 628, 629, 630, some of y'all birthdays, it just came up. Excuse me, but maybe that's a time period where you may get out, you may meet some people. It's divine timing here. Okay, when you get the Temperance card, do everything in moderation. Some of y'all really have been in the house too much because you are excluding yourself, like you on purpose, like you're isolating yourself, and that's fine. But Spirit is saying it may be too much, because it may be preventing you from just showing the people that try to exclude you that you're fine, you're great, you're amazing, in all the right energy, Cancer. Like I said, not trying to be like, look at me, F you, I don't need you, like, no, but in an energy of I am happy, I am loved, I love myself, and period. Okay, there could be a Sagittarius here. It totally could be something that happened with a Sagittarius or a particular person whose energy should have been blending with yours, or it could be to the capacity of isolation from a particular person. Yes. Someone could be incarcerated. Yes, absolutely. This could be anyone. But the bigger overall message that I'm getting here with the 8 of Swords, Temperance, is just, waiting here for the universe to pull things together. When you get the Temperance card, it is about, yes, waiting, being patient, moderation, balance, healing. Some of you could be fasting, dieting. Oh, I'm going to wait till I look like this before I do this. And I think Spirit has sent warning against that. Get out and do it now. There is no time like the present. Begin now. Start now. For others of you, it's like you think that there's a waiting period, but it's like you're not seeing clearly, because if you notice this butterfly, it is a butterfly, but it is portraying itself right now to be like a cocoon, as if it is still doing something. Oh, I'm in transformation. Oh, I'm under construction. Oh, I don't look, my hair, my this, my that. No, spread your wings and fly. This is what spirit is saying. You have already transformed, is what I'm getting. When it comes to you meeting certain people, that is all divinely guided already. That's not for you to worry about. And it's something here with not being frozen. This is like karmic lessons, 10 of wands. It's a burden to be, in this environment, because it's making you look heavy. It's something here with being heavy, Cancer. Like, this is your first house. This is how we're represented. This is our reputation. I got to say representation. So others could be representing you, misrepresenting you. But it's like, no, you represent yourself. I do feel like it's connected to a masculine. And there could be something with this masculine that, it's something about not looking the same or not being the same when you last saw this masculine, or being stuck in a time period of this masculine where things were just weird and crazy, chaotic. There was some type of something happened here really fast. There could have been abandonment. Something could have changed drastically with your work, your finances. You don't feel as as confident or attractive. It's something here with that, but it's like, this is giving me like freezer spell, and when we talk about freezer spells, a lot of people look at that kind of stuff and they don't really pay attention to what it really is. I mean, spells, spelling words, and the swords are the way we communicate. You could be doing a freezer spell on yourself. Could it have been enacted and purposefully put there? Someone setting up some type of entrapment, trying to perform something, a ritual to do this to you. Yeah. But at the same time, what we learn about things and energies that practice in those things is that you are sovereign. This is providence, divine sovereignty and divine providence, Cancer. No one holds that power over the self but the self. So it's almost like keeping oneself in a freezer spell by the spelling words that you're choosing to speak over yourself daily, or within your mental. Your brain here is saying something over and over again, or repeating something over and over again. It could be a moment that happened in time that caused you so many burdens. This could have been something that startled you. It's like sometimes parts of us are frozen in a time. That is literally a freezer spell. And that's what I mean when I say it's not always someone doing something to you. Yes, someone could have purposely meant to harm you, purposely meant to cause some type of public humiliation, public embarrassment, entrapment. Yes. But overall, I feel like God, divine spirit, creator, almighty, the most high, and your truest, highest self in this providence, in this divine sovereignty to be you, is wanting you to learn the lessons here, the 10 of wands, to drop that burden of whatever that time period was, whoever did what, and it's like you are the only one that can keep you there. This Sagittarius, this Aries, this whomever, I saw Virgo, I saw Capricorn, whoever or whatever, however this played out, whatever this moment was for you, it was catastrophic. They have no power over you unless you say, here you go, here's my power. That's the truth, Cancer. And it's like, yeah, it's easier said than done, but it's the truth. And I can only speak on it because I have gone through this. People saying things about your character, who you are and who you're not, lying. And some of you haven't even gotten to the bottom of this because you haven't been able to see through it. Some of you don't even know. With the 8 of Swords, it could be so far back in the mind that you don't even know. You'll figure it out once you begin to play again, is what I heard, okay? Let me get some closing messages here for you all. I have a nail appointment, so gotta go. No, I'm just playing. All right, let's get some messages here. Ooh. All right, we have direction. Lord, please show me the right action right now. Please bring a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. We got perfectionism. And at the back, we have divine flow. Eventually, one sublime desire takes precedence over all others to follow the Tao, the divine flow at all costs. And I'm going to read this perfectionism card and then we're going to close out. It says, permission to make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. And for some of y'all, that's this. Someone, went another direction. Someone abandoned you and it made you feel like you weren't good enough. Trust me, this person was probably trying to make you feel that way. So don't help them. Don't help this person, this idiot, or this person. Listen, honestly, this is somebody that I know is in regret. This is an energy that I know is in regret, because you can't do that to somebody and not be in regret. Look at this, Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles. They did something so fast. They did something off of a fling and it was experimental. Look at that, Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Swords, watching you rebuild, watching you. Look, Ten of Pentacles. Because why? They're probably, look at the moon. Oh, I see something completely different. The Hangman. Cancer was wife material. Cancer was husband material. Cancer was. Yeah. But they still could have you thinking you weren't, or like, no, this is somebody that's playing games. Literally, the moon is here. This person is watching you close out a cycle. Trust and believe they do not feel the same way they did. Whatever they did before when they walked away, they would not do that again. They would not lose this Queen of Cups again. Look at that Devil card. Wanting you to stay in these dark thoughts here. But there is the truth here. This person was toxic, or these energies. Like, you did the right thing. Did you do the right thing by walking away from this person, cutting this person out? This person wants you to think you messed up. No, you did the right thing. Whoever this is, whatever this was. Don't question yourself. Don't overthink yourself. Don't try to get back to who you were when you were dealing with this person and recreate that. Continue to build on where you are, and you're making something way better. Like this time period, this cycle is done. And that could have been an awful, evil attachment on you, is what I'm hearing. And this is somebody that knows that they really fudged up. They really messed up. So of course they want to keep you thinking that, thinking about them. Because they would probably jump at a new opportunity with you, but still would probably try to act like they didn't want it. This is that person. Okay, Cancer. You're making good decisions. Trust yourself. You are capable of great decisions. Nothing has gone wrong. Start from here and move forward. Get out and play. Get out and touch that inner child. And I love you guys. Till next time, y'all, take care. Love and light. Namaste.